Hello, this is about acid reflux or GERD. They are synonyms for the same kind of disease, and they are absolutely miserable. And we have some ideas of what you can do about it if you are one of the ones who have it. This is Sydney Johnston of BlissPlan.com, and I'm pretty much an expert on GERD/acid reflux because I've had it for several years. Fortunately, I'm almost totally cured. I rarely have any symptoms anymore at all, and I'm so grateful. So what exactly is this GERD, and what are its symptoms? All right, the first symptom is heartburn, and a lot of people are very familiar with heartburn. What it is, it's this very strong burning sensation. It's in your chest, and it has nothing to do with the heart, fortunately, but it does have something to do with burning. And it usually occurs after you've had a meal, although not always. Another symptom is what is called dyspepsia. And dyspepsia is this misery in your stomach. For quite a while, every time I would eat a meal, no matter how small, I would feel nauseated almost every single time. And a lot of people do a lot of burping and belching and feeling though your stomach is really bloated, even though you may have had an apple or something small like that. It isn't the amount of food that makes you feel bloated, it's the disease itself. Obviously, there's an acidic or burning pain in your stomach, up through your abdomen and your chest and throat. Now, everybody doesn't have a burning sensation in all those places, but most people do have it at least one or two of those, and sometimes all of those. And of course, it varies from time to time. All right, a dry cough and wheezing. I do a lot of coughing. It's gotten a lot better. That's the only symptom that I have left, and it's slowly going away. The acid from your stomach rises up into your esophagus and your lungs and so forth, and often it's hard to breathe. Sometimes it would take me, I don't know, a minute or two to go up the stairs in my own home because I'd have to stop on each stair and wait to get my breath. And that is really a horrible feeling. It feels like you're smothering. Another symptom that I also have had is called dysphagia. And it feels like your throat has gotten very narrow, which is a very strange feeling. Have to eat much smaller bites of food and be much more careful, or it's very easy to choke. And I had that problem. Some GERD and reflux victims have a sour taste in their mouth. I fortunately didn't have that one, but it's supposedly very unpleasant. In other words, what's going on with this disease is it feels like your insides are on fire, and that's literally the way it feels. This horrible burning feeling all through right above your waist. It's miserable. A question a lot of people have, is GERD or acid reflux dangerous? Sometimes, but not usually. Some people have that acid up in their esophagus so much that they can get esophageal cancer, but that is not common. One of the common results is feeling tired all the time, and I know I would do that. I'd get up and get dressed in the morning and come downstairs because I work at home, and I'm exhausted, and I've only been up half an hour. So what are the remedies for this awful thing? Well, there's several, and most of them are not all that great. The first one is, of course, antacids. Tums are some of the most used products in America, but that's not such a great thing. See, what antacids do is they make the acid much less acidic. The problem is, to digest your food properly, your stomach itself needs to be acidic. It must be acidic. The problem isn't that your stomach's acidic, it's that the acid is rising up into your throat and your esophagus. So if you take the antacids, you're destroying the stomach acid, which is not what you want to do. And of course, there are quite a few drugs, and we all know there are tons of drugs for everything. And I think that's a really poor idea, which is why I went looking for a natural cure, and I found one, fortunately for me. So I found a program called the Acid Reflux and GERD All Natural Healing and Curing Program. Now, why did I look for something natural? That's always what you can do first. Well, this is very interesting. You know how you watch a drug commercial on TV and they'll say the drug does this, and then they'll say there's some side effects. Well, the author of the book I was talking about went to the side effects of some of these, the websites of some of these drugs, and they found, this is what he found: 71 incredible reactions. This is right from the drug companies themselves. Now, obviously, I'm not going to read all of these. If you're interested in his book to cure your acid reflux and GERD, you can look for yourself, but to just go over a couple of them: constipation and diarrhea. So depending on you, you're going to have one or the other, or alternate between both of them. Weakness, I had that. Flatulence, increased heart rate, I had that one. That was really terrible. Allergic reactions just skyrocket. Difficulty breathing, migraines, fainting, weight gain or losing weight, either one. Insomnia, anxiety, dizziness, bladder infections, vertigo, which feels like you're spinning, losing your hair, fainting, even a stroke. These are just some of the symptoms of using these drugs. So it's, that's not anything we want. My view of natural is always this: we should always try natural first, because it's the least dangerous and the least invasive. Then if those don't work, we can go to stronger measures like perhaps antacids or drugs. So I always try natural first. And that's where I got this information, was from the Acid Reflux and GERD All Natural Healing program. If you're interested in learning about this for yourself, if you've got this horrible disease, it makes everybody so miserable, so burning up inside, so acidic. It just absolutely takes over your life at times. You can check out this book, and here it is, this plan. And there's a 60-day guarantee, so if you don't like it, you can always get your money back. So you might want to try it. That's at blissplan.com/acid-reflux-remedies. This is Sydney Johnston of Bliss Plan. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.